Good morning. It's Saturday, April 5th. So today is supposed to be a day of protest. If you haven't heard, there are more than 1,000 protests planned in the hands-off movement. There's supposed to be massive ones in DC, and they're spread out all across the United States. Anyway, this hands-off movement is what it sounds like. Obviously, people are wanting the government to take their hands off of everything that they're destroying right now. Many of the left-leaning organizations are calling it in opposition to Donald Trump's authoritarian overreach and billionaire-backed agenda. You know what? I can get behind that. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. But I will share with you a quote from an economist that I just read this morning. And I promise, is the last thing about tariffs for today that I'll talk about. But this guy said, when I go to the store and buy groceries with cash, I run a trade deficit with my grocery store. But does that mean I'm worse off? Obviously not. Neither of those things are good or bad. It's just a thing that is. So anyway, that was a tangent. Anyway, let's get back to the real point. Protesting. Protesting is a great thing. It's a great way to make your voice heard. It's a great way to make a statement. It's also a great way to end up hurt if you're not careful. So no matter who you are, if you're going out there today, if you're a protester or an anti-protester or an anti-protester, whatever the case may be, I don't care whose side you're on. I don't care what you believe. If you're going out there to yell loudly or stand silently or whatever the case may be, don't pick up the bricks. And what I mean by that is literally don't pick up the bricks, because there will be bricks laying around. You'll see them. Don't touch them. You'll be tempted. Don't do it. Herd mentality will kick in very quickly. I've seen a lot of protests over the years turn violent very quickly because of just a few bad faith actors. So the goal is for your voice to be heard, not your can of soup. Don't give anybody a reason to harm you. Beyond that, which that's the most obvious and important thing, stay focused. Stay aware at all times. Keep your head on a swivel. Know what's going on. Know what's happening around you. Stay hydrated. Drink water, obviously. If you take medication, bring some of it with you. Bring snacks. I feel like I'm talking to children. Don't take it that way. Look both ways when crossing the street. For real though, look both ways when crossing the street. Don't shake hands. Don't hug. Don't share drinks. Don't engage in long face-to-face conversations with strangers. Basically, just stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Like I said, most protests have every intention of demonstrating peacefully, but like I said, it doesn't take much for it to devolve into just a gigantic clusterfuck. If it does, there are a few things that you need to remember. First and foremost, get the fuck out of there any way you can. I'm not saying you should trample people, but you should politely ask them to move out of the way if you can run faster. Live to fight another day is a real saying, and you should heed that. Another thing you should remember, if you do get injured, document them. Document those injuries. Take pictures, take video. Make sure you get times and locations, because you may need that later. If you get pepper sprayed or tear gas, do not rub your eyes. I repeat, do not rub your eyes. I know this from experience. Blink a lot. Blink more than you've ever blinked in your blinking life. Just blink. Also, if there's water nearby, rinse them out. Don't use milk. The goal is not to neutralize it. It's to flush everything out. So use as much water as you can. Continue rinsing until it stops hurting like a motherfucker. And anyway, that's just advice that I hope you don't ever have to use. So hopefully today's protests don't get that way. Hopefully they are peaceful. Hopefully they do get the point across that a lot of us are pissed off. I'm not going because I don't want to get struck by fucking lightning. And also because it's day 74 in a series in which I ask myself, do I have to go to work today? If the answer is yes, I don't care. Here we go. Do I have to go to work today? No, I don't. But like I said, I'm not going to be going to the protests because the natures had other plans. But for those of you that are, stay safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.